LAPD is sounding helicopter activity as I'm uploading information onto the Google Drive. This is federal stalking. There they are flying right over, amplifying it. Okay, in real time. This is all engineered light. This is not the sun. Okay, this is not the sun that's over their apartment that remains rising and setting outside of this window. Okay, and the entity is flying over. That's LAPD that was also monitoring with Center for Better Life. And you saw that engineer light move all across the building. And you saw the demons Emiko, Nagasuko. Again, another third party with a different face, same demonic. LAPD flew over the apartment complex and flew over Silverview townhomes, who are monitoring in concert with the state on the venue of the internet as well. You saw the third party, Jose Ramos, or Luis Ramos of 1814, apartment number 6, with a minor child, while LAPD flew over by helicopter. And that demon, that third party, engaging in state surveillance with the state. That's why he's going to federal prison. They're losing custody of their child, who's sitting in the passenger seat while he's crossing path, engaging in the same exact criminal conduct, which is a demonic also. Driving in the parking lot while LAPD flies over, engaging in terrorism together. It's that psychological torture that the entity engages in while they're stalking and monitoring you. And they're doing so while it's being documented. And you're looking at Luis Ramos driving in the parking lot and light moving all across the building of 1818. Those are demons who are expressing hostility. And like I stated, Center for Better Life, which is LA County, who was, you have this third party, this male who was the same actor arriving. That's impunity. He's going to federal prison for a very long time. While he's repeatedly acting with LAPD, and his audible activity today was, "Oh, I apologize," while he engaged in the same exact pattern of conduct in concert with the LAPD. Under the light source, amongst what is engineered light, which demons were repeatedly replicating while they drove by, one after another, and engineered light all over the building. Right now, LAPD is flying over. This is the group stalking conduct while they're engaged in federal stalking criminal conduct in violation of Title 18, 2261A, subsections 1 and 2. The entity is engaging in what is this pattern of conduct while the light source remains over my apartment as well. This is, again, when I'm showing you the light source and the engineered light that's all over the staircases. While I'm walking up, this is systematic monitoring. This is the identification of a criminal that's engaged in group stalking living at the venue, marked with what is engineered impossible light activity, which, by the way, when I walked upstairs, you have the thin line. Look at the pictures, all right, touching, going up to the door, and now it's up here, and none of this is natural light anyway. That's the significance of my documentation, and LAPD is flying over me where the light source is directly over me. No longer over the leasing office, by the way. It moves as I move, okay? That's federal prison for her. They're engaged in criminal presence in the path, and that's the significance of having the light source over you as you're witnessing the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department engaging in that same exact criminal pattern of conduct. It matters not that they're wearing uniforms. They're going to be stripped of those uniforms. It matters not that they're wearing badges. They're going to be relieved of those badges and relieved from their position. That's the pattern of conduct as I exposed it to, as you were witnessing it, as it was documented on March 22nd, 2022. Look at what I'm documenting as I'm comparing it to the next day, March 23rd, 2022. And I'm also speaking to the presence of the light source when I am remaining here all day long and the sun is rising and setting. That's the entity that's maintaining a specific environment where all those in the path, including living in the path, which you go to federal prison for that. You saw Carlo Lopez working at the specific environment while the same exact terrorism and psychological terror is underway. You go to federal prison for that. That's exactly what was documented. That's exactly where they're all going. Okay, it's currently 11:41 a.m. This is the light source directly over me. This is P.O.C.